I expect it would be best to write it in your name as Lord of Lipa.
Quite so, Margrave.
It all, Sir Divish.
All right,
Think-
Father.
So, it looks like you're off on a mission.
Yes, I can't wait.
I don't want to dampen your spirits, my boy, but watch out. These are evil times, and who knows what can happen along the way. Not to mention that Bergov is no saint.
Don't worry.
I got this. Don't you fear.
I know. You've shown you can fend for yourself, but do take care. You'll be traveling as Lord Capon's bodyguard. You'll be there to make sure nothing untoward happens to him. Keep your eyes peeled and your ears wide open. What Bergov tells you is one thing, but what you see may be quite another.
Probably.
Rest assured, Father.
And don't get embroiled in anything else. Just hand over the letter, hear out his reply, and return.
Yes.
I will try.
Very well.
I might check out those bath
Bergov
wenches
is
over
at
there.
Trotsky Castle. I think you'll find it quite an eye-opener. It's one of the finest castles in the land. It's 3 days' ride from here, so unless you hit a snag along the way, you'll be back soon enough. Any questions?
I'm getting a bit lost in the Luxembourg lineage. It all seems a bit too tangled.
The Luxembourgs have ruled the Empire and Bohemia for almost 100 years now. Emperor Charles brought this land to prominence. When he was in power, things had never been so good. Wenceslas and Sigismund are his sons, but by different mothers. Jobst and Prokop are their cousins. They were entrusted with governing Moravia. But instead, they've been in a bitter armed feud for years, and now Sigismund's fallen out with Wenceslas. Wenceslas also had another brother, the youngest, John of Görlitz, who was most probably poisoned. They seem like a hot-blooded lot. It's hard to keep up with their affairs, since they tend to change their alliances from one day to the next.
Who is he really, this Jobst?
The cousin of King Wenceslas? He's the Margrave of Moravia. I admit I don't know what to make of him myself. Until recently, he was allied with the League of Lords. For a time, he even served Rupert of the Palatinate against the king. And now suddenly, he's reversed his position. I don't know what led him to do it, and one can't help being suspicious. But he really is the leader of the resistance against Sigismund these days. We'll just have to see how it all turns.
All right.
That's about all.
Very well. Take the letter from Sir Hanush. And good luck, son.
All right, hopefully you've written it fast enough.
I believe we have written it well, gentlemen.
Without a doubt. No one could deduce from this whether we are Sigismund's allies or foes.
I must travel back to Brno now, but soon I will go to Brandenburg and I will stop here on the way back. By then, Sir Capon should be back and we can discuss how to proceed.
Right. Before you leave, my lord, there is one thing that gives me no rest. Why did Sigismund come as a foe? It makes no sense.
If I may, sir, I think I can explain.
Oh, please enlighten us, young sir.
I live not far from Hungary, where Sigismund reigns. It is a savage country, and the constant war with the Turks has hardened the people. They need a monarch with an iron hand. So when Sigismund felt the wind of revolt, he reacted as he would at home. Only what works on the Hungarian nobles does not work here in Bohemia.
Bringing order is one thing, but slaughtering and pillaging with a horde of barbarians quite another. What purpose does that serve?
But Sigismund did give the Bohemian nobles a chance to take his side. It was only when they refused his ultimatum that he lost patience and took to the sword.
As for the barbarians, he could afford nothing better. The Hungarian nobility would gain nothing from joining his campaign in Bohemia. He didn't have enough coin for a regular army, and so he recruited the Cumans. What he does not pay them, they make up for in plunder.
But in the end, he didn't have enough to even satisfy the Cumans. That's why he raided Kuttenberg and Skalitz. He wanted the silver.
That makes sense.
My lords, how's the letter coming along?
It's done.
Then we can be on our way.
Now remember what we said, boy. All you have to do is deliver the letter, listen to the answer, and come back here. Don't provoke Berghoff in any way.
I feel like he's gonna do that.
Provoke? Me? Never, Uncle.
Uh,
We'll be back in a few days. Farewell, your graces. Come, Henry, my men are waiting.
I wish you Godspeed.
I feel like someone's going to offend him. You completed the main storyline. If you like, you can still embark on side quests and activities or just wander the world. You can end the game anytime afterwards by writing off the map with Sir Hans Capon's squad.
Come now, Hal. My men are mustered in the courtyard. We can get going.
Just a moment. You want to get the TV and whatnot ready?
All right. Well, Henry, it cost me a lot of effort, but it seems I've finally succeeded in making a half-decent warrior out of you. Anything I can do for you?
Sorry you didn't stay home. Are you?
Are you wishing you'd stayed home at Ratai instead of joining in our nighttime venture?
You must be joking. I haven't had so much fun since... actually ever.
Really? Despite being wounded? Actually, you missed the best part. When I was hauling you like a sack of grain to the battlements dead to the world.
It can't have been that much fun if I fell asleep. But you might have handled me a bit more gently. I'm black and blue all over.
Oh, all right then. Next time I'll just leave you to Istvan's tender mercies.
Nonsense. What would you do without me? Still, thank you for hauling me out of there.
Anything for you, my lord.
God be with you.
All right.
So, can we set off now, Henry?
Yep. I can hardly wait.
Of course. I can't wait.
So, to horse! The Lord of Berghoff is bound to be waiting us eagerly.
I like how it says go after Capon. Like I'm supposed to be chasing him down.
So, how is life in the High Walden Bastard?
I'm getting used to it.
What about Radzig? Has he accounted for not owning up to you the whole time?
He explained it. All will be well, I think.
Glad to hear it. It's far more acceptable for a nobleman to befriend a noble bastard than a blacksmith's son.
Mind you, don't come to blows with a blacksmith, my young lord.
Ah! Clumsy idiot! Learn to ride a horse before you
What do you think about Sir Yod's
All
and
right.
his plan?
Well, I admit all the scheming has me a little lost. I thought Sigismund was the devil, Wenceslas a martyr, those on his side the heroes, and those against him the villains. I believed we'd rescue the king and all would be well again, but now it looks a lot more complicated.
Yeah.
Exactly. I didn't expect the noble lords to be as noble as the angels, but I hadn't expected such a sewer. They behave like children.
I can't fathom how after all this backstabbing they're somehow still on speaking terms.
I don't know either. Beggars belief.
You guys are way behind.
Did you know that King Wenceslas is such a...
Feckless drunkard? Not really. And to be honest, I'm not sure I wanted to know. I slept better believing my fate was watched over by a wise and powerful monarch.
So did I.
What a dismal world when you can't keep trusting your own king.
On the other hand, times were better with him here than with him gone.
Isn't that the truth?
Alright. So where are we going?
What do you think of Sigismund?
If I were him, I'd have had enough of my brother even sooner.
But he's a monster. Look at what those hordes of his are getting up to here. What he did in Skalitz.
True enough. On the other hand, if Wenceslas and Prokop hadn't double-crossed him, none of this would have happened.
No one forced him to burn Skalitz.
That's a fact.
You know?
But he couldn't let them shit all over him either. Not that I'm defending him, friend.
He's a weasel.
No doubt about that.
Do you know anything about Prokop?
Ha! Sir Hanush could tell you a thing or two about him.
Why?
Last winter, a certain Sir Jan Sokol of Lamberg, a well-known knight, or robber baron to some, tried to occupy the city of Iglau, which was on the orders of none other than Prokop.
And what has that got to do with Hanush?
Well, he was there with him. Of course, that's not something to brag about in front of Yolst.
And what was it all about?
They wanted to occupy a city that was on the side of the League of Lords, but despite there being several hundred strong, they didn't take it. For one thing, they couldn't get past the Iglau women, with their pitchforks and cauldrons of hot water.
I would never have thought of Sir Hanush as such a rebel.
Alright. Anything else?
And have you heard anything about Rupert of the Palatinate?
A little. He can't manage even to wrest power from a king who doesn't much care for ruling and isn't fighting back. That doesn't seem like a man who has what it takes to rule. And that's all I need to know.
Fair enough, fair enough.
And that Berghoff we're going to see, do you know anything about him?
I haven't heard much good about him, but I have a feeling that some other nobles are quite in awe of him. And his castle is apparently quite impressive. I'll be interested to see for myself.
Yeah, we're about, close to Neuhof.
And what about the League of Lords?
Wealthy, pompous. The king doesn't seem to like them much. He's chosen to let the lesser ranks of the nobility into his circle, men like your father. I admit I don't blame him one bit. But the lords weren't happy about their lost influence, so they put their foot down. If I were Wenceslas, I'd have let them hang after they abducted me the first time. But he gave them seats at the provincial council? Little wonder they're back at their old tricks.
Yeah, makes sense, makes sense. Anything else? Alright, where are we going anyways?
Yeah.
Alright, so it's a 3-day trek. And we're on day 1.
Yeah. Yeah.
What do we got over here? A camp?
Hey!
Oh, this must be our camp. That was set up ahead of time somehow.
Greetings. What business have you?
What now?
Well, young sir, what now? Shall we ride boldly forth to adventures new?
I never took you for a romantic soul. But as it happens, a romantic soul is just what I need by my side right now.
What, here? Now? Aren't we leaving?
Ah, that's just the thing. Here we are, about to ride off into the unknown. Well, who knows what fate has in store for us? What if we should fall as heroes on the battlefield? How could I depart this world with a quiet heart, never having known true love?
I'm a little worried about you, sir. Aren't you getting overheated inside that armor?
Look, I can't just go off and get my head chopped off somewhere without first winning the heart of the girl I love. So are you going to help me or not?
Can I just say I won't do it now?
Well, couldn't we do it after we get back?
We could. If we get back. Hasn't it crossed your mind that anything could happen to us?
Yeah, I suppose. But I have to go now.
See you later.
What is going on, everybody? My name is Doodles. We're back with the final
Chapter. Kingdom Come Deliverance. We're a few
The Lord
short
be
days
praised. What brings you to me?
away from Kingdom Come Deliverance 2. And, we have to do this DLC mission in order to beat the game. Which, it took me a while to figure out, but, yeah.
I've changed my mind, Sir Hans. I'll help you.
How gracious of you to find the time to serve your master. Very well. I'm not one to hold a grudge. You, Hal, shall be my messenger of love. You shall bear her a letter and a gift from a secret admirer.
Why me? It's not like you to be bashful, Sir Hans. You can just go and tell her,
Certainly not. Carolina is different to the others. She was educated in a convent and needs to be handled with kid gloves. Romanced. I must court her secretly. It's the latest fashion in France.
And who is this Carolina?
The fairest maid that ever walked the earth. Carolina. The butcher's daughter. You must have noticed a divine creature in the marketplace. Unless you're more interested in barnyard animals.
I mean, I know her.
Carolina. I do know her. She's a pretty girl, all right, but, well, a little below your station.
Yeah.
Love knows no station but the heart. And you keep your peasant eyes off her. Your task is simple. All you have to do is get hold of a necklace fine enough to grace her lovely neck. I did have one that I inherited from my great-grandmother. Unfortunately, not anymore.
What happened to it? You know, maybe we
What
could
happened to it?
go get it, figure out something, you know?
I lost it playing dice at the inn. But you'll get it back for me. You're a smart lad. I'm sure you'll figure out a way. And I'll reward you handsomely.
Alright, I'll do it.
Oh, all right, then. Is there something else I should know about this necklace?
I lost it at dice in the Ledechko Tavern when I was there to see... Well, that's not important.
So, some dice player from Ledechko won your grandmother's valuable necklace. Haven't you learned anything from losing to Zdena, the bathhouse wench?
My great-grandmother's, and as it happens, I have learned a trick or two. But that fellow has the luck of the devil. No doubt he'll still be sitting there, swindling other folk out of their hard-earned groschen.
Oh, what's the use? All right, all right. I'll go to Ledetchko, find this diabolical dice player and see what I can do. Though I'll probably lose my shirt to him.
Well, there's more than one way to skin a cat.
I mean, he's not wrong.
God be with you.
Not wrong at all. Let's go play some dice.
I'm at your service, Sir Knight.
You want to play a game of dice?
Are you the one who played dice with Lord Capon?
Played and won, lad. Fine noble he may be, but he can no more throw dice than I can read Latin.
I can't disagree with you there. But look here, have you still got that piece of jewellery you won from him?
No, I don't. Some noble rode through here and we had a game or two. Only them dice kept falling his way. I was lucky to keep my boots. He's got the necklace now.
Which way did he go? What was he like?
Can you tell me anything else about him?
Fine gent he was, well dressed, on horseback. Had quite a lot to say. Seems he saw a bit of the world. And he had some interesting looking dice.
You said they fell well for him?
Aye, and no wonder. Fine dice they was, made special, all shiny and whatnot.
What way did he go?
Do you know where this fellow was heading?
He was waiting for someone here, but when they didn't show up by midday, he rode on. He mentioned something about camping by the bridge over the Sasau River. That one before the charcoal burners camp. You might still catch him there with a bit of luck.
There aren't many fords along the river on the way to Sasau.
Alright.
That's all I need to know.
I'll be with you.
Like something. I would say he's dead.
You after something? I'm afraid my friend here won't tell you much.
Your friend? Oh, I'm very sorry. And, well, I don't want to be insensitive, but I was hoping to get something from him. My master's necklace, which he won at dice.
All right.
Your master? Who would that be?
Well, Sir Radzig Cobbler of Skalitz is my liege lord. I'm Henry, but just now I'm helping Sir Hans Capon with a private matter.
Yeah.
Those are weighty names in these parts. I'm Sir Anselm of Domkey, in the service of... well, that's not important. I'd like to give you... that is... I'd like to ask you for your help.
I mean, I'm listening.
I'm listening. Tell me what you know.
I will. And I'm sure it will help you find that necklace. The thing is, this is all my fault. I got held up on the way to meet Alphonse. By the time I got here, I found him like this.
God have mercy on his soul.
Amen, lad.
Okay.
I was heartbroken and enraged by turns, tearing my hair and cursing. Alphonse was my good friend, and it pains me to know he was only here on account of me. I brought him into a certain business matter to negotiate with some people, and he agreed. And this is how it ended up. When I finally pulled myself together, I took a look around and found some tracks. I followed them to the camp of those very brigands that Alphonse was supposed to negotiate with.
Nah, you can't trust anyone these days.
I'll go kill him.
So how can I help?
You can
I'll
pass
murder
yourself
ransom.
off as Alphonse. Get into the bandits' camp and find that fucking murderer. And when you do, you'll find what you're looking for.
Disguised as Sir Alphonse. Supposed to pass myself off as Alphonse.
That doesn't make any sense. If one of them killed Alphonse, he'll know I'm not him.
No. They never saw him before. So whoever killed him surely took him for some passing merchant.
Are you quite sure they don't know him?
Aye. He moved in altogether different circles, among decent people. That's the very reason I asked him for help. So I reckon the best thing is for you to introduce yourself as Alphonse, have a snoop around, and come back to me when you find out anything.
Alright, what do I need to watch out for?
Is there anything else I should
Yeah.
watch out for while passing myself off as Alphonse?
The main thing is to look and sound like a noble, not a peasant, a commoner. So dress the part. No rags or rusty iron.
Murder of Sir Alphonse. How can I recognize the killer?
How am I supposed to recognize the killer?
Ask around. I don't reckon anyone will admit to stabbing him in his sleep, but you might pick up some clue. You could have a look around for that necklace. Now that I think of it, they stole other valuables from him too.
Silver is silver, though. I won't recognize anything. Didn't he have something unique? A signet ring or chain or...
No, not that I can... Oh yes, he did. Dice. He had a set of dice made specially in Prague. It was his pride and joy. They were red and gold, bright and shiny. Not the kind of thing you'd overlook.
Alright, what a mess this turned out to be.
Word. The whole thing sounds like quite a twisted affair.
So are you going to help me?
I mean, I'll help.
I'll help you. I'll have to go there to look for the necklace anyway, and this seems as good a way as any.
Thanks 1,000-fold. And for the love of God, don't get caught. I'd never forgive myself if another man lost his life on my account. If it starts to look risky, take to your heels.
I'll bear that in mind.
Alright.
Could it be someone was trying to get rid of something here?
We got a scorched map.
Looks like he died without a struggle. Maybe killed in his sleep. They took everything he had. Money, jewellery, even his boots.
Yeah?
Someone was searching for something here. Were they out to rob him of everything he had? Or something in particular?
Alright, let's take a look at the scorched map. Alright. Alright, so there's Sasau. Charcoal burners down there. That's to the north. Looks like it'll be like around here. At least that's what it seems like. Alright.
Yeah.
Alright, maybe we'll go look for it after everything's all said and done. Never mind. Alright, where's y'all's entrance? Right here? Hello there. I am a nobleman.
Would I be right in assuming this is the encampment of Sir Erhard, Baron Bielewitz?
And you'd be who, then?
I'm Sir Alphonse.
I am Sir Alphonse, and I'm here to parley with Sir Erhard of Bielewitz.
No offense, sir, but you don't look much like no lord to me.
I am travelling in disguise. That is, incognito. No one must know where I am bound, or from whence. Where?
All the way from Prague, eh?
Via
Prague, yes, quite. But I travelled via Gurum, thinking it the less hazardous route, comparatively.
Oh, aye. The roads ain't safe at all these days. There's all sorts of rabble waiting to rob unwary folk and even kill them.
Indeed, indeed, I concur. One must be wary, well, cautious even, when travelling.
Right then, but you'll have to wait a while. Sir Erhard is busy at the moment.
No matter. I shall just
Ah, but it's easy to pass the time here. There's always a dice game going on, with nice things being wagered. I had my eye on a fine pair of gauntlets, and some old piece of jewelry.
Jewelry, you say?
That's right. Just go and see old Blaha, the fellow sitting at that table there. He can read, write, and do sums as good as any scribe, and other things, too. He keeps things in shape here a bit.
Thank you. I may well do that.
Ah, you there.
Is someone there?
I hear I can play dice here.
I was told I could have a game or two here until Sir Erhard has time to see me.
Aye, he's got his hands full at the moment. You must be Sir Alphonse, eh?
I am.
I'm Blaha, Sir Erhard's servant. I take care of things here a bit.
Including dice? It has come to my attention that there are interesting things being wagered.
True enough, we've got a fine pair of plate gauntlets, 2 necklaces, one of them's a lovely piece, a good sharp sword, and some other things, I don't remember what. The custom here is if you want to play, you've got to wager something to join.
I guess, have to pay for my own entertainment.
Do you really think it's appropriate to ask your lord's guest to pay for his own entertainment?
Well, sir, would it be appropriate to beat the other fellows and take their valuables without putting up anything yourself?
And, you know, what if I don't have anything to wager?
I regret I have no valuables on my person. I thought it wiser to travel light on account of thieves.
Well, under the circumstances, it wouldn't be polite to deprive you of a bit of entertainment while waiting. You want to play right away, or...?
I'll play.
Why wait? I'll play now.
You'll have to wait a while.
Yeah, you guys got a nice little encampment. I can probably take you all on.
Monk with no shoes at all? Don't even say that. Seriously, I'd sooner go barefoot than have to fight in these turd skins.
I can talk to you. Can I ask you something?
Can I have a word with you?
What do you want?
Tell me about yourself.
What's your story? You don't look like one of them at all.
I ain't, true enough. I'm a local. I don't go raiding with them. When they're here, I just look out for them, bring them supplies and that.
And what do you do when they're not here?
Whatever's needed. But being the go-between for them that set up the ambushes pays well. And you don't have to risk your neck for it.
Tell me about the camp.
Can you tell me something about the camp here?
This place? It's been here as long as I can remember. I used to come here as a youngster to play with my mates.
Okay.
Anyway, one time I had to lie low for a bit, so I came here and ran into these gentlemen, who pay good coin when you bring them some wine and a bit of grub.
Why did you have to disappear?
Nothing terrible. Just that I was courting this one girl, only her old man and her brothers didn't take to me. Besides which, she was promised to some rich merchant. Once they had her married off, they forgot about me, though.
I'll leave you to it.
Interesting, okay. Noggin.
Oh, so tired.
Can I ask something?
Oh, ask away.
Who are you?
Who are you?
They call me Noggin. I'm Sir Erhard's vassal.
All
Pleased
right.
to make your acquaintance.
Likewise. Sir?
Well, what are you all doing
Why
here?
are you hiding out here?
We're not hiding. We're just...
Well, couldn't you rest from your profession just as well in Sasau?
What's Sasau got that we don't have here?
Fair enough, fair enough.
Have you been out of the camp recently? Maybe down by the river?
Why would I? We've got an outhouse here.
What about the others?
Why would they? There's water here, game in the woods, supplies enough. What else could a man want?
Well,
that's all I need to know.
Fair enough, fair enough.
What a shitty day. I need a good scrap to cheer me up.
Alright, old Blaha. Can I play yet?
I want to play dice. Who will be my opponent?
All right, good.
I've had enough of this shit.
You'll play against Noggin now. He's not the brightest, and he ain't a good loser.
Alright, 550. Keep, alright. Oh, it's gonna be a close game. That should be it right there. Alright. Beat the first opponent.
You're a fucking cheat. Sir, I challenge you to a duel.
I mean, I
I
accept.
won't take any accusations from you. I accept.
Yeah.
What are you gonna do, huh?
All right, I'll let you go.
Yes. God bless you.
Yeah. Alright, who's my next opponent?
I want to play dice. Who will be my opponent?
They fell your way last time, and no mistake. You'll play Berta. He's a man, but they call him that for some reason. Damned if I know why.
Alright. Hey, he looks like a man. Alright.
Oh, fucking sick head. Can't drink no more today.
Blah! I want to play the dice.
I want to play dice. Who will be my opponent?
They fell your way last time, and no mistake. You'll play against Maladata. He's a bit... well... you'll see for yourself.
Alright. We're just gonna keep the 1200.
I got a piss.
Oh. Those appear to be the dice. Alright. Feel like you'll be the hardest to beat, right? Alright, roll again. Give me something to work with. Alright, what is this? The strip die? Look, odds are kind of not in my favor here, so we'll just take 750 and see how he does on his first go. Oh my. Bam. Bam. 1,000. 2,000. 4,000. Pass. Alright, who won the tournament? Have I won?
How did I do? Have I won?
Well now, Sir Alphonse, you took 'em all by storm. Here's the key to the prize.
Thank you kindly.
Alright.
I need a good scrap to cheer me up.
Hi there. Capon's family necklace, you know, Roshan. Master Huntsman's sword, eh. You know, I'll take it. I found the killer.
I have good news for you, Sir Anselm. I know who killed your friend. Who was it? It was Ladotta, one of the brigands. How did you find out?
From the dice.
From the dice?
All right. I'll take care of it from here. And I owe you for helping me. Here, Henry, take this. I'm sorry I don't have more on me. But if you're ever in Prague, come and look me up, and I'll see you're well taken care of.
It's been a pleasure, Sir Anselm. Godspeed.
Oh, you gave me your hat and put that one on. Okay. Ah, there you are.
God bless you. What troubles you?
I got your necklace.
Got that necklace?
Excellent news! I'm not going to ask you how you did it. Here's a reward for you. Now you can carry on with your next task. I want you to sneak the jewellery into Carolina's trunk along with this letter.
Can't I just hand them to her?
You cannot! Under no circumstances must she find out who sent them. Otherwise the whole Secret Admirer ploy is fucked. Oh, and by the way, Henry, watch out for the butcher. He keeps a very close eye on his daughter, and if he catches you sniffing around, well, may all the saints preserve you. Once you've delivered the things, wait a day, and then come back and see me.
See you later.
Alright. Well, let me go take a look-see doodles of butcher's shop. Get a lay of the land. Oh, it's a private area. Alright, why do I feel like it's gonna be upstairs? Oh, I don't have any save your schnapps. Nothing to see here, you know. Sir Hans. Hello there, buddy.
Greetings. What business have you?
My business is about Carolina.
I delivered the things as you asked.
I already know. My spies told me everything. She was wearing the necklace this morning as I asked in the letter.
So you'll go to the rendezvous with her?
Certainly not. I'm not going to pounce on her like a bull in rutting season. Her feelings must be allowed to mature gradually. Meanwhile, you'll get a potion for me.
I thought you didn't believe in witches' brews.
This is no witch's brew. It's an absolutely tried and tested elixir called Musk of Infinite Allure. There's a fellow in Sassau who sells it, and he guarantees its success.
Alright, I'll go get it.
Musk of Infinite Allure? Sounds irresistible. Alright, I'll try and get it for you.
I'm sure I can rely on you. Here's some coin for your cost.
See you later.
How much coin do we got? Oh, we got 16,000. Yeah, I'm willing to pay anything, you know. Alright, you there.
Huh. I know you. I know you from somewhere. Where do I know you from?
What?
Of course, my dream.
Good men.
You
good
were in a
wives.
boat
Come
made
have
of
a look.
bone.
Don't be
And I
shy.
put a crown
You'll
of
never see
thorns
such
on your
fine
head.
meat.
Alright, buddy, you're kind of weirding me out.
I've heard you know of some irresistibility
But I do like the
potion or
dream.
whatever it is.
Oh, naturally. Musk of infinite allure. An age-old recipe, maybe even older. Tested by Moses himself.
Moses?
Or how do you think he managed to get his people to follow him through the desert for 40 years? It's extremely potent.
Yeah, so it would seem. How much do you want for it?
Who do you take me for? The wisdom of the ancients isn't something that's bought and sold in the marketplace. Did Jesus charge for his miracles? But since you ask, how about this much?
Come and get them! Cucumbers.
That's quite cheap.
That's not much.
Really? All right, double then.
What? Why? You... Oh, why do I even bother?
If you like, I can mix the elixir for you in exchange for a small favor. This is a matter that demands experience and knowledge of the philosophical arts that only a few possess. It's not a task I can trust to just anyone.
But to your apprentice, you can, right?
See, you read my mind.
We have it all.
Alright, about that recipe.
About that recipe.
Yes, you want to buy it?
Onions that'll make you cry, and garlic that'll keep evil.
I'll buy it.
Yes, I need it right away.
I understand. I'm sure you'll be more than satisfied with it.
But I won't be drinking it, fortunately.
Alright. Alright, let's brew this thing. Water. Grind sage, drop sage, 3 turns. Marigold and comfrey. Alright, sage, grind, 3 turns. One turn. Marigold and comfrey. Second turn. Third turn. Marigold. Comfrey. I'm pretty sure it's just one turn. And then it'll be mushroom. Alright, Musk of Infinite Allure. Oh, Sir Hans. Hey, look there, buddy. I'm in a private area, but I'm gonna talk to you.
What can I do for you?
Got the potion.
I got you that potion from the charlatan.
What charlatan? He's a man of learning who even cured the Pope of impotence. But thanks, Henry. I really appreciate your help. Once I drink this potion, every woman will faint at my feet. But I'm only interested in one. The fairest creature on God's green earth.
Yeah, the butcher's daughter, I know. And then what?
A rendezvous. She and I, under the cloak of night. And you shall be my herald of exalted words. You will hide and prompt me from a book of poetry.
I'll do what?
Here's a book of poems. I'll need a little time to get ready. Meanwhile, you can learn some poems off by heart. You'll prompt me.
Learn poetry? Me? That sounds... well, not exactly...
Stop wasting time and get to it. Come back to me in a couple of hours. I have to get dressed up and groomed, and it'll take a while before the potion takes effect. See you later.
Alright. Tonight might linger on. Okay. Alright.
Are you ready, Sir Hans?
Henry? Something's gone wrong.
Open up. I'm not going to talk to the door.
That potion tasted rather odd, and now I have a feeling my face is broken out. How do I look?
You don't quite look your best, I'm not gonna lie.
No offence, sir, but you gave me quite a fright. It looks as though you've slept with your head inside a wasp's nest.
God's holy breaches, I knew it! And it's nearly time for my rendezvous with Carolina. What am I going to do?
I'll just get you an antidote.
You just sit tight, and I'll go and find you some antidote.
All right. But hurry, Henry. I can't wait any longer.
The best cure for this kind of thing is marigold decoction. I can get you that right away.
Yeah, look, I already got
Greetings.
it, so...
What do you need?
I'm back with the remedy.
I've got a remedy for you.
About time. Give it here. As soon as I'm healed, we'll go. See you later.
Look, man. I'm a guy's guy,
I'm
okay?
as gorgeous as before. Let's go.
Can't have you going out there looking a mess.
Tell me, Henry, how many girls have you had in your life? If you've had any at all, that is.
Well, there's been a few, but I'm sure I can't compare with you.
Very true. One day plays will be written about my amorous adventures.
Comedies or tragedies?
That might depend on how things go tonight.
Henry out here shooting some shots. Cannot deny that when Henry starts firing off shots at people,
Henry, I'm glad you came.
you know, they're pretty good.
Good health to you, Henry.
Okay, everyone seems to know me. Must have done something good with my life. Hey, look, man. Let's get this over and done with. Any day now.
There's another very pretty girl living in this house here, but she's already got a suitor.
When has that ever bothered you?
Since the time her fellow threw me headfirst into a dung heap and kicked my arse for good measure.
It seems your future subjects don't hesitate to take a stick to you when it comes to minding of womenfolk.
I doubt he would have done it if he recognized me. I was, incognito. We're almost there. You'll hide behind a gravestone or in the bushes and don't budge from there. Otherwise you might scare her off.
Okay.
Hide, Henry. Time to get started.
How do you know it's her who will come out and not someone else?
She got the letter and necklace, didn't she? She knows that that is, her secret admirer is coming.
And what am I supposed to do?
What do you think, dolt? Prompt me from that book of poetry.
Alright. This would be a pretty good hiding spot.
Who's there? I can't see you.
Your most ardent admirer, fair maid.
Uh-huh. And do you have a name?
What's
No,
in a name?
no name.
That which we call a rose by any other name would still be a flower, wouldn't it?
Start.
What are you saying? I can't hear you.
Gentle Knight.
Gentle night, why linger on? I yearn thus for my love so long. Without her words to still my breast, who shall set my soul to rest?
Gentle knight, why linger on? I earned this from my love so long. Whip out your worthy silky breasts. Who shall suck my salty bits?
No! And now my heart in sorrow dwells, from melancholic pining swells, since I, alas, was forced to part from the mistress of my heart.
I know my horses sort of well. Some alcohol from 9 to 12. Seems I always have whores apart from the mistress of my heart.
What on earth are you saying?
What's that hissing?
It's, a feral goose here in the bushes.
Ah, Lord, let me not wait in vain. I long to see my love again. O gentle sir, be of good cheer.
Sir Hans, man.
I shall not cling to another dear.
Landlord, let me not wait in vain. I long to sing and laugh again. O gentle sir, get off your chair. I shall not bring you another beer.
Jesus, Henry! What kind of yokel nonsense are you babbling?
Me? You're the one who's babbling?
You're an odd one. I've never heard such peculiar poetry in my life. Where on earth did you come up with it?
Blame the French.
It's the latest fashion in France.
You've done enough harm. Better shut up and leave it to me.
How did you like it, dearest?
Ah, how tender you are. Father is coming! Hide!
Who was that talking? If it's some Danny again, I'll gut with my filleting knife.
I didn't hear anyone.
Did you hear what he said?
Oh, I have a bad feeling about this, Hans. I think we should...
Are you still there?
Still here, my love. How could I have apart from you?
Father's coming! He'll kill you!
He will not. Because it'll never cross his mind where I'll be. Henry, it's time for me to claim my prize. Whatever happens, cover my back.
There you are, you seducer! Now you'll see how a butcher protects his daughter's honor.
Buy me time.
You got some explaining to do, you bastard!
Oh, God.
What are you after, you bastard, sneaking around an honest citizen's house in the dark?
I wanted to visit.
I went to mourn over the grave of my great-grandmother.
Oh, yeah. Then what are you doing right beneath my window, eh?
No, the question is, why are you trampling on great-granny's grave, eh?
Enough of your horse shit. One more word, and I'll have you.
You really came.
How could I not, my dearest?
Not so fast, Prince Charming. But,
Oh,
since
God.
you're here...
Hey, what was that?
You imagined it.
What was what?
That noise. I'm sure I heard a strange noise.
We're here in the cemetery. Maybe restless spirits, what do you reckon?
I'd swear it came from the window of my own house.
No.
What's that got
no,
to do with me?
Nothing like that.
Someone's been creeping around after my daughter. I come out, and I find you here. Quite a coincidence, eh? So, out with the truth.
You're quite mistaken. I've never laid eyes on your daughter, and if she looks anything like you, I'd rather keep it that way.
Why, you fucking...
Oh, man.
There's a lace here. Untie it.
Don't try to make a fool of me. I heard it clearly. What was that?
You're hearing things other people can't hear.
Are you alright? It seems to me you're hearing things other folk can't
If I can
hear.
convince them of this, that's going to be pretty
That's
fucking
not
good.
You're saying I'm hearing voices in my head?
Yes.
That's not necessarily a bad thing. St. Euphrosyne of Polotsk heard voices too, and she founded a monastery and churches and things.
And
I heard voices too. Well, Could have been voices. I wouldn't swear to it, though.
Look, fellas, I was standing right here and I didn't hear a thing. Do you take me for a madman?
Whatever you are, I want to know what you're doing under my daughter's window and who was talking to her. I heard it clear as day.
You misheard. I was praying.
Good neighbour, it can't be denied that old age dulls a man's ears. I'm here alone, praying for the souls of the good people resting in the cemetery.
You're going insane.
I've nothing to do with your daughter.
That voice sounded different to yours, though. But where did he get to? You must have seen him. Unless you're covering for him.
Oh, man. I'm gonna start singing.
Jasem skutni hori kodelnikov syn.
What the fuck are you playing at? My patience is wearing thin.
Continue singing.
Jasem skutni hori kodelnikov syn.
Jesus, stop your damn screeching.
Continue singing.
Nakopeczku stala plakala. Jezu Maria, volala. Jezu Maria, Jezu Jemine. Budale tu chapec nebone. Budale tu chapec nebone.
Christ almighty. Let's go, fellas. This one ain't right in the head. The guards will have him for screeching after curfew. Let's not get mixed up in it. But if I ever see you here again, I'll beat some sense into your idiot skull.
You won't do such a thing. Oh, Sir Hans.
Greetings. What business have you?
How did the rendezvous go? I mean, I
How
could
did
hear
it go
clearly.
with Carolina Sands?
Henry, it was the most wonderful night of my life. She was completely entranced by my courting. I hardly had to touch her, and she melted in my arms. And then she took me to paradise. It was glorious. It was sublime. Thanks, in part, to you, my faithful henchman and messenger of love. You've earned your reward.
It was an honour, Sir Hans. When are you going to see her again?
Oh, I'm not going to see her again. All beautiful things must come to an end, and, after all, I am a nobleman, and she is the butcher's daughter.
Well, that's how it ends, with the love of your life. After the secret gifts, the letters, the intrigues, reciting poetry in the moonlight.
My eloquence was wasted on her, Henry. Imagine, the silly cow couldn't even read. She returned the letter to me unopened. Here's the letter, Henry. Read it. At least you're capable of appreciating my literary talent. Read and learn from a poet. Good luck, then.
Okay. I'm curious on what Sir Hans even wrote in this thing. Where is it? Quest item? Yeah. My sweetest, I am your most devoted secret admirer. Secret, for until I know you long for me as I do for you, I shall not make myself known to you. But once we know each other, then, my beloved puppet, I shall caress your tits, and then I shall seek out the treasure you have carried within you since birth. For there is no lovelier creature than you. I only have to think of you, and I raise a battle tent, the likes of which even Sigismund would envy. You must be mine, and none others. I shall take you to paradise and back. You shall meet all the angels in heaven and call out to God more loudly than ever before. If you want to feel like no woman has ever felt before, put on this necklace tomorrow, and I shall know that I should come to you in the night and slip inside your secret garden. Your most ardent secret admirer. That makes sense for a Sir Hans thing to do.
And well, I'm sure we can come to some agreement, your lordship. Well, bearing in mind, Master Butcher, that we have nothing to come to agreement about yet.
Well, yes, sir. No, sir. Well, I thought I ought to let you know what happened. My daughter's good name could be besmirched, dragged through the mud. And his young lordships too, of course.
Well, only if she should find us. Only if she should find herself with a permanent reminder.
Oh, well, that could happen yet, sir, couldn't it? I mean, if her belly starts to grow. You know how word gets around, and, well, folk would assume that Sir Hans is the father, even if some other young fellow was to come along in the meanwhile, and, well, you know, and we already know the girl can't be watched.
Are you trying to blackmail me? Have you forgotten that I am the lord of this town, and that you are nothing but a stinking butcher?
Oh, God forbid, sir. I'm just thinking of his young lordship's reputation, and my girl's, but, of course, if his young lordship was to recognize the bastard as his own, and pay for his upbringing.
You can thank your lucky stars you're the only butcher around here. Otherwise, I'd have you out on your ear this very day.
But, sir, I'm only...
Here, take this, you damn scoundrel, and never show your face here again.
Oh, thank you, your lordship. I'm sure this will be enough. Thank you, sir. Thank you kindly.
Blasted fool Capon. I'll wring his neck. I'll have his balls on a platter!
Well, I think it's a good time we head out, Mr. Capon. Now, we got places to be. Oh, and Sir Radzig was there for it too. Oh, good. Good. Sir Hans, you might want to run. Hans.
How about it, Henry? Can we go? Are you ready for this?
I'm ready.
Of course. At last I'll get to see more of the country and have a bit of an outing.
Quite. Let's get to it then. I finally have the feeling we're doing something worthwhile. We're helping to save the king.
Instead of saving his drunken majesty, I'd rather find that whoreson who murdered my parents, get the sword back from him, and skewer him with it.
Cheer up, Henry. I have a feeling you'll get your chance one day, and it won't be long in coming. Forward, men! Audentes fortuna juvat!
What an ending. Alright, hopefully you guys have enjoyed. I will see you guys in our next video, whether it be Kingdom Come Deliverance 2 or a different game. I will see you guys in the next one.